Maybe not 50.
How you doing, bud?
Good.
How's your Thanksgiving?
Good.
Did you have some good food?
Yep.
What was your favorite?
I only had like 3 bites of turkey.
Okay, yeah. All right, Justin, introduce us to your dad.
Hi, I'm J to the B. This is David Blumenfeld, aka D to the B.
D to the B. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well tonight.
So, how is it funding your child's dream?
Oh, it's expensive. They keep changing tires, so now we had to buy a whole new set of tires, and I got a brand new set that I won't be able to use. So, other than that, it's good.
How's learning all the ins and outs of the kart?
I'm getting there. Been able to do most of the stuff to the engine now, and the clutch. I got that all figured out. The only thing I haven't really messed with is the brakes. Haven't done anything on that yet. But yeah, no, it's going really well. Getting good at everything. Keep gearing up, buying more equipment, and I think I have most of the stuff I need to do everything. So yeah, everything's kind of starting to flow.
And for all of the Two Flags viewers out there, this is the man responsible for the intro. So you better give this video a like because he did an awesome job on that, and because we can use some more promotion.
This is true. I think I'm going to have to update it because we got a brand new helmet here with some cool style. So I'll have to do I'll take a few pictures of this thing and see if I can update that.
Speaking of which, everyone, this is the Two Flags at MB2 Sylmar, and the subject of tonight's vlog is going to be the initial review of the new Shoei RF 1200 Terminus that I got. We're going to show you the new helmet. It is a Shoei RF 1200 Terminus graphic. This is a motorcycle helmet, but I've bought it for karting, so we're going to do a review on it tonight. Last week I did test it out already. The problem was that the mount didn't stick, so I'm trying a new mounting setup since I don't have the motocross visor to anchor it off of. I'm going to try it here and try to replicate that perspective for you guys as best I can, because I really like it and I think a lot of you guys do too. As far as the helmet goes, it's very comfortable, great field of vision, and it's very light, even compared to my my Shoei VFWX, whatever it's called, my motocross helmet. So I'm real happy with it so far. We're gonna put some more laps on it tonight, see how it does in its second outing at MB2 Sylmar. Go for it.
If we had a challenge, I'd like to say that this helmet is awesome, but really, compared to this, it's very lame. I wish I had stuff on it, but you know what? Next year, if I get a sponsor, I'm gonna have a whole new helmet for outdoor. Gonna have it all wrapped with a new helmet. I'll have a sponsor on there.
It's all good branding, advertising for all you viewers out there. Be sure to keep an eye on this kid because he's gonna be fast in the future. So if you're not gonna sponsor him now, you may want to keep an eye out because someone's gonna take your spot.
We do have a new GoPro, so for my outdoor racing, not sure if we'll get ready for the Winter Series, but for sure next year, Tri-C, we'll have something ready, and when I have it, I'll have my own videos, I'll put them on, and hope you enjoy them. Even though this is kind of dumb for a 10-year-old to say, subscribe to my channel when I have it. Thank you.
Hey, J to the B's getting his own YouTube channel, so we're gonna put a link in it when that shows up for sure. So tonight's probably gonna be a pretty fun night. It's really quiet here. There's less than 10 of us, so it's gonna be really good. We got Fluffy, we got Carpenter, we got myself, we have J to the B. So we're gonna put some hot laps down for you guys. Hope you enjoy. So first things first, when I arrived, I was informed that we had a new track layout at MB2 tonight. So I was kind of just testing everything out. I did 4 races. I'm gonna skip the first one because the first one was kind of meh. But this is race number 2. Kart number 13 was running pretty good. I got my fastest time of the night in this car, but I don't think I quite had the line coming into this turn in the back, so I think I could actually go a little bit faster if I get this kart again. But anyway, I like the new track. It's a lot of fun. It's very active. It's kind of takes some of the chicane elements from the prior 2 layouts, so if you go back and you watch some of the original videos that I posted on this channel back in the summer, it has some of the features from that layout. For example, this chicane here, it's a little bit wider now, but that chicane's pretty much the same. But it also retains this chicane here, which is from the most immediate layout that you have seen in my most recent videos. This section's kind of like the prior one too, but the one that's most different is this turn here. This turn is a lot faster than what it's been, and it's really long. It's got a really late apex on it. If you took it the right way, you could probably double apex it, but right now I'm just treating it as kind of a real late apex turn. It took me a little while to figure it out, but what they did was in the back here, it exposed some concrete that has not been driven on before. So it was kind of fun. The first time we were going through there, you can get some pretty good power slides going on through the back. You can't really drift these cars because they don't have enough power to sustain the slide, but it was pretty fun going in there because you're going almost full speed in there and just kind of pitching it sideways, dirt track style anyway. But it was good fun. So anyway, initial track opinions. I like it. I think it's going to be fun. And the nice thing about this one too is it's a little bit more of a driver's track because it's got a lot of fast turns, but you do have to hit your lines right in order to take those turns fast. So you don't have the outright advantage on the straights anymore between the cars. So on the prior layout, one of the things that was a little frustrating about it was there were so many fast sections that if you had a car that was really down on top speed, you didn't have a shot in that race. So this one, it's got a lot of high-speed turns, but again, it's a little bit more of a driver's track. So you have to hit those turns right to go fast through them. So if you have a car that's not quite up to it on top speed, you can still have a shot to do something well if you can outdrive the guy that you're racing against. So you'll see kind of an example of that in the last race that I did. In order to hang with Justin, you'll see it in a few minutes, but in order to hang with Justin, he was in kart number 10, and kart 10 was running good. He got, I think, his fastest time of the day in that race, the last race that we did. But in order for me to hang with him, I had to try to hit my turns better than he did. So that's just an example. So this should make for some really fun races. I'm looking forward to the GP coming up on this Sunday because I think it's going to be a fun layout for it. It's pretty wide, so there's still good passing opportunities. It's not too narrow, and you probably won't get bottlenecked like you do with a lot of low-speed turns. If you've seen my most recent video from K1 from a couple months ago when I went down there for the Challenge GP in October, you can see how hard it was to pass on that track, and that's one characteristic of having those real low-speed turns is they're very one line. This track being a higher speed and a little bit wider than what some of the previous layouts have been, should be a lot of fun, should make for a lot of good racing, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll shut up now and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this race, and then we'll talk about the helmet in the next race. So here's race number 3 of the night, race number 2 for you guys to see. This car was it was good, but it was a little wonky. I think it had a tire that was a little bit low, because it was wheel hopping pretty bad. You're gonna see coming out of this section here, it's gonna roar, 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 roar right there. It's like coming out of the turn. I was doing it through the high-speed turn in the back here, so I think maybe the back right tire was down just a tiny bit. I'm not sure. No excuses. But anyway, so I said I was going to talk about the helmet, so I'm going to talk about the helmet. It's a Shoei RF 1200, and the graphic style is a Terminus. So it's got the checkered flag striping going down the center of it, and also it's got a little bit on the side. You can't really see it on the video, but it does have kind of like a rust flaky thing going on too. So I love the look. I think it's awesome. Hence why I bought it. So anyway, this is my first actual full face helmet. Most of my history is related to motocross and dirt bikes and stuff, so those are pretty much the helmets that I've had before. So this is my first one that's actually like either any kind of a road racing helmet, whether you want to call it motorcycle or automobile helmet. Either way, it's my first one that's really got a proper full face setup. So anyway, it's pretty compact. I was surprised at the size of it. It was noticeably smaller than even my motocross helmet. My motocross helmet is not terribly large either, and it's pretty light too. But this helmet is even lighter. So I'm really happy with it so far. It's awesome. It's very comfortable. Keeps your face warm, which is nice because we're in December now. So that's one nice thing about having the visor instead of having goggles, is that it really helps keep your face warm. It vents well. My head's not well, it's too cold to worry about it sweating, but anyway, there's no issues with the visor fogging up or anything like that. So it's good setup. It's got a great field of vision. It's very wide. I can put if you notice where I put the mount, I actually put it on the top of the visor itself. I didn't want to put it on the helmet because I didn't want to mess with the helmet, and also I wanted it to be closer to my eye level. So I actually put the mount on the visor, but even putting it there, it's not in my field of vision when I'm driving. So if I want to look at it, I have to actually deliberately look up out of the top of my peripheral vision to see it. So it's got a great field of vision, and it's comfortable. It vents well. And with helmets, the thing is you get what you pay for, and as far as I'm concerned, it's like, a helmet is an investment. Anything that's going to protect your head, anything that's could save you from any kind of brain injury or something, man, that's worth it, So I don't have any problem. I don't have a ton of money, but I don't have any problem coughing up some good coin for a good helmet. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy the most expensive one. But this helmet was I got it on sale, but even with shipping and everything, it still came out to be about $600. So, it's not the cheapest thing ever. So if you're on a real tight budget, this is probably not something you're going to be able to afford, but it is something you get what you pay for. So if you compare this to, $150, $200 helmet, you're going to have some noticeable differences as far as the weight, as far as the venting ability, things like that. They'll probably both protect your head just as equally well, but you probably will notice a difference in the quality of your driving experience between wearing this helmet and a cheaper one. So anyway, Shoei makes a great product. I'm not sponsored by them, although Shoei, if you would like to sponsor Two Flags Racing, I am all ears for that. Please let me know. Hit me up, just saying. I do like their helmets. Bell makes good helmets too. Some of the others I was looking at some Simpson helmets, just some Arai helmets, stuff like that, stuff that you're really going to get what you pay for, that you're really going to get a quality product, something that's been tested, in the field and is proven, so you want to make sure that you get something good, because the last thing you want to have happen is if you get in a wreck, that your helmet just doesn't do its job. That's can be quite scary, and it could be even fatal depending on what's going on. So anyway, as far as the camera setup goes, I was still playing with it a little bit tonight. So these first two races, I think it was pointed down a little bit further than I would like to. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you like the perspective from these first 2 races, or if you like the perspective from the upcoming race. I think the upcoming race, I got it a little bit better. Because one thing I noticed is wearing this helmet, I don't dip my head. When you wear a motocross helmet, you dip your head so that way the visor doesn't catch the wind. But in this one, I found myself naturally just kind of having my head a little more upright. So I was playing with the camera position to get it. It is, I think the body is slightly higher than it was on my old setup, but I wanted to try to replicate that shot as best as I could. I'm not really a fan of the top of the helmet shot. It's safe there, but it's kind of doesn't really do justice to the driver's perspective, in my opinion. So, and I didn't want to put a mount on the helmet either. I didn't want to do that. So, playing around. Let me know what you guys think, if you like the first 2 perspectives or if you like the upcoming perspective better. And just as an anecdote, this was probably the most fun race of the night. Me and Justin going at it. It was fun swapping it back and forth with him, as always. He's a good driver, and for his age, he's very mature on the racetrack. And keep your eye out on him, because he's going to go places.
You guys good?
Dominic, what is that exactly right next to the Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be behind you for one, because I'm already catching you at this speed.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying behind you.
Okay.
Be prepared to get bumped up. Run faster, you're going to get bumped a little bit. Also, try not to drift in this turn, because that messes up me and you.
Believe me, I'm never trying to drift through here.
wouldn't have won.
without Kart 10.
Now I'm falling all over the place.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself after I get my first win tonight.
Yeah, don't kill yourself. That's no good. First impressions of the new track. I like it. I think it's fun. The back turn's a lot of fun. Just got to figure it out. Get some practice time in on it. It's gonna be a fun GP on Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned in for that.
It's a nice course. I love it, and hopefully we'll get this ready for
Go ahead.
for the GP. Just want to thank all my helpers, my mom, my dad. Check out JBR Kart Team. Support us. We won't let you down. Thanks to Facebook and YouTube, all of that. Once again, mom and dad, awesome. Always helping me.
And the camera stayed put this time, so the new mount's successful. So we'll see you guys at Willow on Saturday. 2 flags out.